those went. At Chaldea, you can always tell when Valentine's Day is approaching by a sweet smell permeates the air. There's something to remember about all the servants gathered in the cafeteria too. They all seem excited and happy. Hang on, did anything but that seems strange to you? Strange. It all happened so naturally that I didn't register it, but now that you mention it. There may have been some servants mingling who don't normally get along with each other. That's probably just because the celebration only happens once a year, so everyone's very excited about it. Or something. Guess that could be it. I'm not so sure. Huh? This whole mood doesn't really do it for me. Something about it gives me kind of bad feeling. Hey Gil. Hi Master Hellamash. Does this seem off to you, Gil? I guess we look at MX's metro energy density is a little higher than usual. But then again, there are a lot of mage crafts experts here at Chaldea and they don't seem to be concerned. So it could all just be in my head. High metro energy density, that's odd. Shiba reading are still within standard parameters. Good morning! How are you today, Master and Mash? Well, good morning to you, young Gilgamesh. You're looking clever as ever today. This works out nicely. Do you three have plans today? Tom and I only meant to get together for a light tea, but we both just got so caught up in our discussion. We certainly did. In fact, we realized we were never going to finish here and we're just on our way to Nick's room to continue our discussion of Cross Current, where we discussed the advantage that both direct and alternate currents have to offer. Here, join us, Master. Surely you have impassioned thoughts about electricity of your own that you love to share. Maybe some other time, thanks. I see. Well, that is a great shame. Now, Tom, do cheer up. Or am I not enough of a conversationist to satisfy you? Of course you are, Nick. Don't be ridiculous. Very well then, come along, my good man, and let us talk the day away. Ha 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 ha. Well, that happened. I know what you mean. If we weren't sure something strange was going on before, we certainly are now. Come on, Senpai, let's go to the command room. Something strange is definitely happening here at Chaldea, just like you suspect, Gil. We gotta let Da Vinci know about this. You know, I'm not sure we should be making more work for her. I mean, even with Edison and Tesla back there. Couldn't it be just that their long and bitter rivalry finally came to an end? I mean, having experienced this myself since I'm not my grown-up version. But I heard that the more you dislike someone, the better friends you become with them after having a knockdown or drag-out fight. I don't know, that seems unlikely with them. Come to think of it, one of your Noah Phantasm has the power to see through everything, right, Gil? So that's why you have a bad feeling about this? Because you know something we couldn't? I mean, Shan Nakaba Imuru? Unfortunately, it's not working very well. Since you can't be omnipotent when the entire Earth feature has been wiped clean. So this is really more of a hunch. Anyway, why were you two at the cafeteria anyway? Was there something you wanted to do there? Maybe you were waiting for the right time to give a certain special someone a gift. Right, I can wait until later. Right now, I think we should investigate this hunch of yours. I'm sorry. Was it me to ask that? You're right. Important things should be saved for the right time and place. We shouldn't do it right now when it seems like something big is about to happen any moment. Yuki, oh good, you're here too, Mash. Sorry to bother you when you're off duty, but I'm afraid we got something of emergency here. Do you guys think Yuki could help me out? Of course, actually, we were just on our way to the command room. What's the emergency this time? A singularity? No, it's not that. This abnormality is taking place right inside Chaldea. Apparently, we got shadow servants running around the place. Shadow servants, and they're inside Chaldea. There is she. Well, the thing is, they definitely look like shadow servants, but their existence is so fuzzy that we can't get a firm reading on them. So I was hoping you could go investigate and or take care of them directly. Oh, and don't worry about coming to command room. There is no need. So what do you say, Yuki? Will you take Mash and go look into this? Sure thing. Then I think I'll go too. You don't mind, don't you? Oh hey kid, Gil. You there too? Huh? Of course not. That'd be a big help. See, I tried asking other servants around there to help deal with this as well. But for some reason, they said they had plans or just didn't feel like it. Really, all of them. Yep, but anyway, there's no point in laying into them about it now. Would you guys mind taking a look? Shadow servants in Chaldea. Maybe this is what your bad feeling was about, Gil. Come on, Senpai, let's go check it out. What the? Oh, thanks for the follow, Len. Yikes, they sure allowed them, and they do look like shadow servants. It's okay if we take them down, right? Yeah, I guess it is. We still don't know how they got here, but there is no upside to letting them run around doing whatever. So yeah, go ahead and take care of them now, and we'll figure out where they came from later. I couldn't agree more. Well then, here goes nothing. Gate of... Wait, stop! No Babylon! No Babylon! I'm sure yours wouldn't be as bad as your grown-up version, self, but we still can't have servants just slinging around no phantasm, all willy-nilly in the halls. Hang on, did you just say I'm weaker than the adult me? Ouch. I know I'm a kid, but my no phantasm still works fine. I know how to control it too. Don't worry, I was only going to use it to restrain them anyway. Being your opponent just by killing them is kind of a short-sighted thing grown-ups who are too lazy to think big pictures do. There, see? I'm just going to neutralize him one by one. Classy as the legendary king you are. It's working. Guild chains just capture all 5 servants. Alright, Master, let's go deal with these potentially hostile entity. Look out. Good. There are even more than we realize. I'll hand over the Shadow Master. You help Gil. Huh? What happened, Master? You and Mash are usually way more careful than that. You got sloppy because it's a holiday or something? Times like this is exactly when you gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Kukulin. Kuchulin. Thank you for helping us. Don't bother thanking me, I was just getting warmed up. If anything, I'm sorry I took so long to get here. Didn't realize you guys needed help at first. Anyway, this will work out nicely. I was just looking for something to do. Really. I say if anyone here being sloppy, it's you. Shouldn't you be more on the top of things, being grown up and all? Me? Shouldn't you be telling your own grown-up self that too? Next time you are at a mirror, why don't you pass him a message that he should try to hang on to at least a tenth of the wisdom and modesty you got as a kid. Well, I do agree with that, but unlike you, I'm just as wise no matter what age I am. Yeah, that's your way of saying you've always been this dumb. Oh, but never mind. This ain't the time to be arguing. Come on, Yukimash. Right. I'm good to go at any time. Still free more. Damn it, they just keep regenerating as soon as you cut them down. We will never get anywhere like this. These things are tough as Clan Calatin. We gotta figure out something out before they destroy off Chaldea. Excuse me, Command Room. Is there any way we can get rid of these things for good? Sorry, I wish I could tell you, but we're still analyzing these things. We never see anything like them. All we know so far is that they don't have spirit cores. Their spirit origin disperse, and your text makes them disappear. The only thing is they're not staying that way. Man, I wonder why they keep coming back. She's really enjoying this, isn't she? Whose idea was it to put her in charge anyway? Hey, I think it's great that we got someone so enthusiastic about her job backing us up. In the meantime, we will just have to do the best we can to wrap things up here. Hang on, is someone there? I just got some major chills down my spine. Well, your senses are quite refined. I wish my assistants had that kind of sensitivity. I never felt chills like this before. No, wait. It is actually kind of familiar. Beyond Giorno. Don't worry, I mean no you no harm. Allow me to explain why those things refuse to stay gone. They are not actually shadow servants. Who are you? There is no point in using violence against those born in the depths of darkness. Now there is only one way to truly make them disappear. Hehe, only one way, huh? That's pretty bold even for me. But I'm not embarrassed at all, since it's the unvarnished truth. You see, the only way to get rid of them is something that is the utmost importance to all humans. Love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love, did she really say love? You are not very sensitive at all, are you? Are you sure you're the ultimate Celtic ladies man? The very same who jumped into bed with every beautiful woman he met on his travels, even after he gave his true love a castle. Just saying it out loud irritates me. all over again. Are you just that selfish, or does your little spear actually have mind of its own? You better apologize to Ife the next time you see her. I know. It was all my fault, okay? Now would you mind keeping your nose out of my business? That is hell of a way to talk to someone you just met. Who is this girl anyway? Hehe. I only got the broad strokes, but those were some lovely thoughts. You passed. I officially recognize you as Master worthy of being posted into the air. Hello and good day. Your fortune this morning is 5 out of 5 stars. Your romantic outlook for today is prepare for the unexpected counters. Put another way, trust the goddess before you rather than the person next to you. That's right, I have deigned to descend from the high to raise your fort. I suppose I should have known they wouldn't be polite enough to let me finish. Oh well. I should make it a point to never provide help without an explicit agreement, but in this case I suppose I can consider it part of my sales pitch. Feel free to command me as you see fit, Master. This is your chance to test power as Master, the power of my love, to your heart's content. Well, did you just form a temporary contract with you, Master? Alright then, let's get to work. Alright, let me show you what I was talking about. Just sit back and enjoy the show. This is the light of love that banishes darkness. The light of love that will fill the entire world. God Bazooka died. Phew. Was it good for you too? Back up, did you just tell them to die? Who, me? Don't be silly. Also, that was clearly a bazooka blast. Where did that love come into it? That said, the non-child servants do seem to have disappeared now. She is bad news, isn't she? Conveyed to Kikyo, eyes up to wink. Oh yes, very bad news. Conveyed to Kukulin, eyes up to wink. Hey kid, she's a friend of yours, right? So go on, get her out of here already. And make sure she never comes back. Haha, don't be ridiculous. This is the first time I've seen such a person around Korea. If anything, you're the one who seemed to recognize her. Are you sure she's not from your neck of the woods? Maybe he used to date her or something. Now, who's being ridiculous? Trust me, not even the Celts go in for love that crazy. No, I never seen her before either. She looks vaguely familiar, but that is all. Besides, no way would I forget such an evil face. There you see, I'm sure she remembers you even if you don't remember her. Slaps. Yow. Quite bold for you. When did you two become such whiny little mongrels anyway? Careless words leads to disaster. And vague memories lead to confusions. So if you're ever unsure whether you should say something, here's an easy rule of thumb: don't. So I appreciate you helping us out here, but you're not Chaldean servant, are you? Who in the world are you anyway? Me? My name is Amor, the god of love. I'm a beautiful dainty divine spirit where what you see is what you get. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Amor, god of love. What we see is what we get. Beautiful and dainty. I don't trust this goddess one bit. Let's try this again with a more proper introduction, shall we? I'm Amor, the god of love. Of course it would be be impossible to summon a divine spirit like myself as a familiar. So as you see, I materialized as a Cyto servant by using this stunningly beautiful girl as a vessel. Amor. As in the god of love from Roman mythology. Then you know about this god, Da Vinci. I sure do. First, putting aside the fact that everything I'm about to tell you is straight out of myth. Amor originally comes from ancient Greece. The ancient Greeks believed that a number of primal gods were born at the same time the world was created, and one of them was Eros, the god of erotic love. Then, as the mythology was developed further, Eros was effectively reinterpreted as Aphrodite's son. As more time passed, and Rome incorporated Greek mythology into its own, Eros and Amor, the Roman god of love, were eventually conflated. So to say, Amor got a lot of history, even for God. Speaking of which, Amor actually has yet another name, too. One I'm pretty sure you all heard of before. You know, the adorable little cherub who cures Eros of love much like Artemis. Keep it. Yes, I'm sure you all do know me as Keep It, the cherub of love. But that doesn't matter right now. A spirit core that makes me may be Amor, but as far as I'm concerned, the only one I consider to be the Lord of Heaven is God the Father. So really, I'd rather you didn't call me Amor or Keep It. I'm not a Greek god of love, but rather an agent of the Holy Spirit, a missionary of love, if you will. So please call me Karen C, or Keep It, or Tinchia. God the Father, huh? That makes it sound like you're affiliated with the Holy Church. And that would mean your current sense of self comes from your vessel, rather than from Amor. I see, so you're a Cyto servant who entrusted with their power to their human vessel personality. Given that most people who get chosen as vessel for gods tend to not exactly be well normal. Wonder where you'll fall on that spectrum. Alright, that's enough fan service. I'm going to go back to my regular outfit now. Oh, whoa, your outfit is beautiful. Are you a student? Amor, Karen. Your clothes are very chic, of course, but I especially love your hat. It's so cute and elegant. No, I'm not a student per se. This is just the new outfit I had made up for this occasion. I'm glad to hear you like it though. Collecting hats is one of my few hobbies. Your few hobbies. Thank you, Mashiri. May I give you an arrow of love as a token of my appreciation. That is alright, thank you. Also, it's Mash, not Mashiri. I see, how selfless of you. It's too bad you won't take a treat when it's offered. For one thing, it's so much more boring. Alright, what if I played you a song? On my organ then. Perhaps back Kenneth Tada BWW47 in order of getting to know one another. It's one of the few things I'm proud of. Only a few, huh? Slaps. Ow, ow, ow. What was that for? Pardon me, I sensed you two were slandering me for no good reason. As for you, I noticed you haven't so much as baited an eye at anything I said or done since I arrived. You must be extremely important or just extremely easygoing. Which means you must be Yuki, the master of Chaldea, right? That is me. Hehe, that'll be another thing worth testing then. You have to forgive me for pressuring you to accept that temporary contract earlier. It was just a mean to an end to let me receive orders from you. So if you ever find a connection to be a burden, please feel free to severe anytime. Currency Hortensia. Oh, me. Well, that certainly is a lot to say every single time, isn't it? It's okay, you can just call me Karen. Alright. Karen, do you know anything about those not shell servants? Those, let me see. I think the simplest way to describe them is ectoplasm. I see. That took a big strange turn, didn't it? Let me try that again. Think of them as evil spirits drawn to the wickedness that lies in people's hearts. You could call it animosity or impurities. I see, I think. Alright, now then that we know what they are, why did they suddenly show up here at Chaldea? Good question. Unfortunately, I can't think of a simple explanation for that. I expect it probably has something to do with Valentine's Day, though, especially since I'm here too. Can you elaborate on that? It wasn't Yuki that summoned here. It was this festival of love you call Valentine's Day that called me here temporarily. Valentine's Day is the cause of all this. Was Valentine's Day that birthed those evil spirits creatures. And it was Valentine's Day that summoned me here as a missionary of love. Now do you get it? Not even a little. Ray, I don't even know what the hell you were trying to say. I do wish you wouldn't try to make arguments with foregone conclusions. Ahem, I'll explain the reason I was summoned here. I am a missionary here to serve Chaldea. I sense the enroaching threat that Valentine's Day posed, by which I mean those evil spirit creatures. So I was sent here in the Lord's name to save you all from that threat. Well, it may not have happened exactly like that, but you understand what I'm saying, yes? So how does the bazooka fit in all of that? Master. There's something suspicious about the serpent. I'm positive she's hiding something. But what do you know? Sounds like you and I are on the same page. Alright, so now that we all agree about that, what do we do next? Well, she does seem to be a genuine god of love. It seems pretty clear those shadow servants. No, wait. We shouldn't be calling them that, since that's not what they are. Let's go with bitter servants instead. That is much more in line with the whole Valentine's Day thing. Anyway, they're pretty tough. Well, immortal, really. Which makes them dangerous. At least we were able to eliminate the ones you found there with that unusual ordnance bazooka. But am I right to assume that those bitter shadows are going to show up again, Karen? Say again. I'll say what again? Do you not care for the name Bitter Shadows? Not that, my name. Say it again, please. Okay, Karen. You know, for a missionary of love, I get the feeling she's kind of starved for it herself. Anyway, those weren't the last bitter sermons, were they? No, they weren't. I suspect they will keep showing up for as long as Valentine's festivities continue. Got it. I can't say I completely grasp what's going on here just by yet, but it's clear she has the means to fight back against this new threat. How she basically said she showed up here for the sole purpose of defeating these bitter shadows. So Yuki, could I ask you to work with her for the first time being? In the meantime, I'll work on figuring out exactly what the deal is with these bitter shadows. Oh, and Mash. Yes. Would you mind helping me out up here? I could really use the extra hands. I hate to ask you since I know you're all enjoying the festivities together, but thank you for your concern, Da Vinci, but it's okay. You and Gukuden will go with Master in my place. Wait, what? 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 What do you know? I just remember some urgent business I have to. And just where do you think you're going, Gil? Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but that doesn't mean we can just take off. The little girl is counting on us here. We can't let her down. As servants who's been around much longer than she has, don't you think the main thing to do is live up to her expectations? I never cared. One way or another, we're doing things because they are manly. That seems like a stupid, self-defeating way to approach life. But if Mash needs my help, then I guess I would just have to step up. Attaboy, you know you're a hell of a lot more understanding than your grown-up self. Yes, I'm sure. Remember that being too understanding can make you indifferent to just about everything. Alright then, there you have it. You go ahead and help Da Vinci out in the command room. You see, we'll watch Master's back. Thank you, Yu. I know you'll take good care of him. Good luck with everything on your end of the Mash. Thank you, Master. Be careful out there. Now then. Since we're on the same page, there's one more thing I need to tell you. I wish I didn't have to bring this up, and it's quite a touchy subject. Or you could have fooled me. You look like you can't wait to tell us. Alright, what is it then? Well, you see, my bazooka requires a particular type of cartridge. Which means I have to charge a modest usage fee for every shot I fire. It comes to about this much. Are you freaking kidding me? Yikes, that's a lot of QP. And this is me talking. You call this modest? I'm so sorry, I can be a bit naive when it comes to the world of working men. Are you perhaps struggling to buy food or something? I really thought I had done my homework about what the going rates were these days. Too, but I'm afraid that is going to be a problem. We can't defeat the bitters without the bazooka, but I simply won't pay for its cartridge myself. Okay, I just had an idea. What if you do something like this? Instead of paying me directly to use my bazooka, you could all collect materials I exchange for Mon. I mean, which I can use to make more godly cartridge. What's more, as luck would have it, there's plenty of small bits of magical energy floating around that can't become shadows. You won't need my bazooka to handle them, and as they say, a penny saved is a penny earned. So I'd like you all to figure out tirelessly to emulate those bits, collect materials, and donate them to me. You don't mind doing that, right? It's all to restore peace to Chaldea, after all. Good, then I'll be counting on all of you to keep those donations coming. I guess Valentine's Day isn't going to save itself. Yeah, alright, I'm not going back out now after coming to the store. Something tells me just getting rid of the bitter shadows isn't going to be the end of this, so... It can't be a good sign that both of our warriors' intuition. I was given knowledge of this place when Amor chose me for his vessel. I was still surprised to see Chaldea's secure organization up and running. All these different heroic spirits coming together to face a threat to the very world and restore humanity. Well, it's all very inspiring. You know, we could really use your help too. Of course, I would never have become a cyber servant if I weren't interested in helping. Surely it's all thanks to the Lord that I was given this opportunity. Not to mention that I followed these fine heroic spirits. I should be able to realize my dream of an ideal world filled with love. Her opportune appearance was pretty fishy. I can't deny that she's saying all the right things now. Yeah, that's true. If we're just going off looks and elegance, she could give our princess a run for her money. But whenever I look at the red outfit of hers, I always feel really unsettled. It's almost like it's unearthing some kind of trauma buried deep in my soul or something. You two are Lord Gilgamesh and Lord Kukulin, right? It's an honor to be speaking with the two of you, greatest heroes the world has ever known. What strange twist of fate that has brought us all here. It's as though we were bounded by unbreakable diamond chains. Are you sure you never met them before? Oh yes, absolutely. And it's quite nerve-wracking meeting everyone for the first time like this. Hi Mr. Yuki, happy Valentine's Day. I see you're as cheery as ever today. It's nice to see you all hang out together, and I see you got an unusual addition to your group today. Hello. You're right, this is unusual. You all headed out somewhere? No. We weren't doing anything in particular. We just happened to end up together while talking and decided to go to the cafeteria. Well, you sure don't sound excited about it. I thought I remember... It is no wonder you're getting jerked around if you're going to be all wishy-washy. Look, you wouldn't just let your opponent do whatever they wanted in a fight, right? So why don't you try to applying the same attitude to your normal life? Okay. By the way, may I ask who that is? Oh, does this mean I can come out now? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm the servant version of Amor, the god of love. Please feel free to call me Karen and treat me like an old friend. Huh? Ah, it's Miss Karen. Huh? Miss Karen. So you met them before then? What is going on? What are you doing here? Yeah, what are you doing here, Miss Karen? No, wait, hang on. I think there is something different about her. She just seems a lot smaller. Maybe she's Kit Miss Karen? I can't say I care for this trend of attaching Kit to anything and everything. Oh, I'm sorry. So what is this all about? You girls all know who this is already? Well, yeah, she was our school nurse. Although that Miss Karen was more grown up than this one is. Are you... Never mind, I understand now. You see, I'm a Thanatos servant, acting as a vessel for Amor, the divine spirit. And unfortunately, I have no memories of the time we presumably spent together. Perhaps this means the version of me you met was from a different world than I am. Oh, really? And here I was excited to meet someone I knew in my original world. Oh dear, is something wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. It's just, Right, of course, I knew this couldn't possibly be the case, but... For just a moment, I thought you might be Karen Fujimura, is all. Fujimura? As in Miss Fujimura? Where did that name come from? I have no way of knowing what sort of chaotic world you may have come from. I do apologize if I inadvertently gave you the wrong idea. Oh no, not at all. So after hearing all that, there is one thing I do know. I must have been one of your favorite teachers, and you all must have admired me deeply. Hello, Simon. I can almost see it now, me smiling and happy, surrounded by a group of adoring children. Yes, I can almost... Something wrong? So it would seem, I guess my imagination isn't as strong as I thought. You sure you're not just keenly aware that there exists no universe where that would ever happen? Shut up! Yo! Now, where were we? Oh yes, I have a very clear mental picture now. Eris was it? I can tell you must have respected me. I mean, this other Karen, a great deal. What a beautiful teacher and student relationship you must have had. That goes for the rest of you too. Thank you for adoring the me you knew in your worlds. Not at all, God Karen. You're much too kind. A beautiful teacher and student relationship, huh? I definitely don't think I put it like that. She really does remind me a lot of Miss Karen though. By the way, can I ask you what brings you to Chaldea, Karen? Did our master summon you here? Yeah, about that. I see, bitter shadows. I had no idea things like that were roaming around Chaldea. Oh, so that's what's going on here. Wait, isn't that kind of a big deal? Yeah, kind of. There's not a whole lot we can do until we figure out where they are coming from after all. So we're basically just wandering around seeing what is up. Guess those bitter shadows things and us have that in common. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary. Oh, do you have an idea, Miyu? Well, it's probably not that big of a deal. But there's a new kind of chocolate being sold here that's been all the rage lately. It's so hard to get a hold of that everyone calls it illusory chocolate. Gotcha, so it's like kind of thing that stores up makes up special limited edition item to drum up interest rate. Come on, Kukulin, you don't have to put it like that. It may be something of last resort. But these struggling small business need to spread the word somehow, right? At least I didn't call it a last resort. Anyway, what about the illusory chocolate struck you as being out of the ordinary? Well, we only heard rumors ourselves, and we're not sure how credible they are. But they say that the merchant selling this chocolate comes and goes in a blink of an eye. And that they were a paper bag over their head, a real simple one. Like they give you at bakeries and stuff. A paper bag. The hell? No, seriously, what the hell was that all about? I do have a hard time seeing how that could have any connection due to this bitter shout incident. Are you sure it's even someone from Korea? I want to say it's probably just the Kaikion lady or someone from the servant verse. And they don't seem concerned at all. Guess it's possible to get too used to stuff like this. Those guys seems like they were anxious about something today too. I wonder if that had anything to do with these bitter shadows. Oh. Did you sense something amiss too, Miss Eris? I wouldn't be that specific. It is more like a general feeling of unease. Eris, was it? I think I understand why this Karen Fujimura you knew was concerned about you. It's because you, me, Karen Fujimura all have the same kind of secret, isn't it? So you could tell. I thought you might be able to. It doesn't mean that you also. Oh yes, I could tell right away you have fabulous fashion sense. You're boldly exposing a great deal of skin, all while retaining an unflappable demeanor. That's something only one attempting to offer herself to a divine domain could do. What is more, that avant-garde outfit of yours is, to put it mostly early perfect. Can't say I saw that one coming. So you notice. Yes, this outfit is my attempt to honor the Holy Grail's accord while complying with Korea's dress code. It's based on simple ancient Japanese clothing, and it's my way of paying my respects to outfits like Omi Goro and Chihaya worn by holy rituals. But I still have a long way to go before I can hope to measure up to my inspirations. That's why I sometimes inadvertently embarrass some of the people I come across. There is no need to be so modest. Just because society at large doesn't understand you, doesn't mean you need to hide who you are. I once went by a certain nickname, and how I think it's only right that you go by it yourself. From here on, you should call yourself the Commando Queen. But I'm not going commando. Then again, if you of all people think I should, I suppose I could at least think about giving it a gotcha. God flash. What is this? I knew it. You had another secret as well. Eris, huh? What is going on? This isn't strictly accurate, but for the time being, let's just say she's been possessed by a demon. You see, your body is overly acclimated to hosting things of that nature. The beam of light I struck you with completely lowered your defenses and exposed the cracks in your heart. Now all the corrupt natural energy floating around Korea has been drawn to you to take advantage of them. Huh, then you knew this would happen? Of course! Oh, and before you get angry at me, you should know that it was necessary sacrifice. Wait, that sounds like it might be someone else's catchphrase. Let me phrase that then. I had no choice. I'm exhausted and I didn't want to run around looking for that magical energy, so I thought I'd have it come to me, well, to you instead. And you never thought to ask me first? What kind of teacher are you? Phew, my right hand is troubling. Aaron, please get away from me. I can't hold it back much longer. I knew it. That's just how I thought you'd react. Yuki. Now they possess her, this bitter shadows has managed a partial physical manifestation. Firing my bazooka at them now isn't going to have much effect. So I'd like you all to neutralize Eris first. What exactly do you mean neutralize? Hit her until she stops moving, obviously. That is your plan. You might want to rethink your methods a little bit going forward. She certainly is not a stirring example of a feather hero, is she? Even so, we still have to do what she says, at least for now. Hang in there, Eris, I promise we'll save you. Wonderful, now that is true friendship for you. I'm sure the Lord will be pleased to see you girls playing together like this, even if you do end up a bit bruised in the process. Is the whole concept of remorse just complete fortune to you?
ズデイ、すなわちリダクションバレンタインの時間です。支配してあげましょう。主よ、確実に来てね。
急だな。他にやることないの？
お願いですか？工具、素直にない。宝具ですか？高くつきますよ。遠く深く空を歩み、瞬きの後にまどろみの後に見た氷にスカイラレラガー。
Now got bazooka fire. Thank you, Eris. Okay. Back now. I did think once more, and I couldn't have done it without your cooperation. Cooperation, huh? Damn, that is kinda impressive. I wonder what you gotta eat to develop a skin that thick. Yeah, I'm sorry to ask, but would you mind taking her to the infirmary? Also, you should probably just stay there while you're at it. Wouldn't keep the sacrifice to a minimum. Honestly, I'm not thrilled at being mixed up in this myself, but it's too late for me to back out now. Thank you, Gil. Good luck, I guess. Don't die on it, you hear? I don't think we have to worry about that, at least. Well, I guess I won't be able to use that trick anymore. Not that I was planning to do so again anyway. Oh, really now? Hehe. Don't you remember what I said about her fabulous passion sense? I really like her style, so I wouldn't ever want to put her through that ring room more than once a day. So she didn't know she was putting Eris through the ringer. At any rate, that takes care of the wicked magical energy in this area. Which unfortunately also means the end of our fun break hanging out with those nice girls. Still, that's a small sacrifice to protect Valentine's Day. Now, come on, let's continue our search. Mas? What was that? Hey, Chamas. That piercing voice sounds familiar. Ooh, happy Valentine's Day. Hold on to your mystic code, cause Nagiko back this year with another heaping helping of love. Damn guys, storm's heading our way. Haha, you do have ways with words, don't you, Yuki? I guess neither of them ever listens, huh? Well, not so much for me to understand, are we? But that's okay, we don't always have to understand each other to get along. Anywho, your Chamas, have some Valentine's Day chocolate. I made you origin it, only instead of just soaking the kumquat peel in sugar, I soaked the whole kumquat. Thanks, Nagiko. And don't worry about Lane, and KG. I got enough to go around. KG. I don't mind if you call me that, but I wouldn't call any of the other me's if that were you. Especially not the spiking one. He's not big on emotion or mercy. Oh. That explains why he looked so grumpy when I called him that. And here I thought it was because he just didn't like chocolate or something. So you already called at least one of the other me's Lane, huh? She's really less like a storm, more like walking, talking, ticking time bomb, isn't she? Anyway, on a different note. Is it true we got a new edition Chamas? And I got at that. I got curious too as to what she's like. So I thought I'd come to meet her for myself. Wow! Your hair's so beautiful. You're so dainty and petite. Your skin's so smooth. Oh man, I'm experiencing all the feels right now. Who is this person? And why does she have no constant personal space? Who, me? You can call me Nagiko. Nice to meet you, new bestie. Lean. Damn, she's really not afraid of anything, is she? Uh-oh, it is bad. Karen's going to blow up our top soon. We gotta separate him before it's too late. Slaps. Why the hell you slapped me? I see Nagiko, is it? Would you mind if I asked you something I've been wondering about? Sure, what's up? Who is that you're carrying under your arm? If you're done, would you mind putting me down already? Oh crap, I completely forgot. This little lady is Kamacho. She's a god of love too. Pretty cool, right? I bet you'll have a ton of talk about. Not to mention you're both super cute. It's Kama, you idiot, not Kamacho. And why are you out here talking to them anyway? When you invited me to see the new god, you said we could just stay back and observe from the distance. Oh, whoops, did I? My bad. Flash of anger. But never mind, this is extremely not okay, but you know whatever. Ahem. You must be Eros then. I'm Kama, the god of love. It's quite coincident, isn't it? I certainly never expected to run into another god of love who uses a bow and arrow here. Unfortunate that we managed to find each other. I look forward to getting to know you better. Well, thank you. That is very kind of you to say. I'm Amor, the god of love. Well, please call me Karen. Kama, was it? Then you must be the Hindu god of love. I thought you were supposed to be male, but clearly I was wrong. You're quite the adorable little thing, aren't you? Oh, that. Don't worry about it. It is not important. Besides, I could say the same for you, no? But then, as a side servant, I suppose your vessel gender doesn't really matter at all. Have we met somewhere before? No, this is our very first time. Are you sure? You seem very familiar somehow. At any rate, I'm not performing my godly duties right now, because of reasons. So having you show up now really does feel like a fate to me. Since your Eros the god of erotic love, I bet you have no problem turning this place into a world possibly dripping with love, just the way I like. Even with all these goody two-shoes fighting you at every turn. Hehe. Yes, that is right. I can just let this newcomer handle everything, and I won't have to lift a finger. All I have to do is hold up in my room and check in on the master every now and then to see if he's ready to sink into purity once and for all. It's perfect! I don't know what that was about, but I got a bad feeling about it. True, I suppose we would have a lot in common if I was in fact Eros. Huh? But as we are now, lust simply isn't important to us. That being said, we won't deny that it too has a place. That place just happens to be a good bit below our particular station. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Why that little... Oh, there's something off about her. Something that shouldn't apply to any side servant. Man, you guys are just too cute for words. It should be illegal. I knew I was ready to force you to come here, Kama. You guys are gonna get along great. I'm not so sure about that. If anything, they look like almost ready to kill each other. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't look like anything like that to me, nope. Seriously, kid, you don't want to get mixed up in a cat fight. They are more dangerous than a wounded bear. It's better to just play dumb before they remember you're there and make you pick a side. I see. As an unrivaled hunter of Ooster, you must be used to these kind of dangerous situations. What's up, Mash? I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, senpai, but we found more bitter shadows. I asked you to go investigate as soon as I send you the location. Roger, Dodger. On Nagiko, oh thank you. Bitter shadow? I don't know what that is, but it sounds annoying. I don't need that kind of hassle, so I'll just let you guys go take care of. On second thought, I hope to, after all. It should be an excellent chance for Eros there to see what I can really do. I honestly don't care who kinds of love is baser or loftier. But the idea of this naive little twit who's never been incinerated by Shiva's bird eye, thinking I can't hack it just to piss me off. Plus, when I pawn my jobs off on her, I don't want her to thinking it's because I'm some low-tier god who can't clean up my own mess or anything. No, I want her to feel honored that she gets to spare me from having to solely my own hands. If I had to show off what I'm really capable of to make that happen, then fine. Oh my, that's very courteous of you. No wonder you were so famous in the Indian mythology. But unfortunately, I just don't think your particular traits are going to be of much use here. What? Of course there will be. Wait here, and I'll prove it. I can easily handle some fake shadows by myself. Come on, you idiot, just this once. I'm going to let you help me. Huh? Weren't you just talking about how you could handle this yourself? Oh, no biggie to me. I'm just glad to be asked to help. They ran out before I could say anything. Maybe we ought to go after them? Why? Anyone can beat those bitter shadow things as long as they have the power of love, right? So since Kama technically is a god of love too, why don't we just let her take care of it? What the hell? I destroyed those things a bunch of times, but they just keep reviving. Welcome back. Where's the one that looks like a Cadis? Nagiko, was it? What happened to her? I left her there. This god's a real piece of work too, huh? Well, I'm in danger. Save me, Chamas. Save me. God Bazooka, die. Yeah! Nagiko. Phew, that ought to do it. Thank you for gathering them all in one place like that, Nagiko. Then let me purify this whole hallway with a single shot, which is much more cost effective. Master, are we really sure this lady is a god? Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell are you doing with a bazooka? That's straight up cheating. Eris is supposed to use a bow and arrow, damn it. Love has no defined shape or form. So I see, no point in sticking with a bow and arrow when the decision calls for a bazooka. But I guess that may be hard to understand for a more old-fashioned god like yourself. Very rising. Oh, so you think you're hot stuff just cause you beat those bitter shadow things. You could only do it cause you knew the trick. I wouldn't have lost in a fair fight. Oh, then what do you propose? Let's take this to a simulator. I haven't been pissed off in a long time. Really, I find you were basically always pissed off. Shut it, Master. Now come on, Eros. This is your last chance to apologize. Hey. Alright, I have almost no stamina, and I really don't enjoy these kind of personal fights. But if you insist, then I suppose I can't refuse. Bear witness to God's glory. God Bazooka final shot. What do you say, Kama? Shall we call today's duel a draw? This can't be right. I might not look at it, but I'm still a god, damn it. How the hell can that bazooka hurt so damn much? What the hell is that even made of? Oh, that. Well, of course it hurts. After all, I love you. So, say what? What are you talking about now, you crazy god? This bazooka apparently directly affected by how much love its user has in their heart. So since I love every person on Earth, every shot I fire with it hits with the force of the entire planet. And in your case, Kama, you were incinerated by Shiva, making you a being that's essentially the universe. Which means that by loving you, my god bazooka powers incubate to Earth and the universe combined. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, spreading love is in my job description too. So by that logic, my bow and arrow should be just as powerful as your goddamn bazooka. Oh my, it's worse than I thought. I can't believe you're still ignorant of such a basic fact. Our definition of love are different. Your love is all about building you and your loved ones up together with their consent. The very fact that you talk about providing love is proof that it's very different from my kind of love. God the Father's love simply exists, period. Those who receive it needing to agree to do so. Because true love is already complete simply by virtue of existing. Wait, hang on. Are you sure you're not just making up something that sounds good to avoid giving a real answer? Huh? Why did you collapse? Because firing that shot opened up wounds. As I thought, scaling up and spreading my love to a whole universe really did take a lot out of me. That is why I consider today's match a draw. Didn't I say as much earlier? Why in the world would you push yourself that far just to beat me? Are you some kind of idiot? Since you want to see what I was made of. I thought it was only right that I not hold back. I swear. Every single thing you say and do just is the dumbest shit imaginable. Still, love is such a pain in the ass to begin with, that I can't blame any god who exists solely for love for being a pain in the ass too. I really thought they were going to end up killing each other. It looks like this is working out better than I expected. Guess they have something in common after all. Their only real difference is their faith. I don't know why anyone would want to go around preaching about something that's as big or as pain as love. But since love is kind of their thing, it's no surprise they find some common ground. See what I tell you, Lane? I knew those two would be besties. How the hell did you recover so fast? Besides, I've been wondering. People who fall in love can pray to a god of love for romantic assistance. But who's god of love supposed to pray to? I guess you really can't see themselves there. Example of Kid Gil. But now there's two of them, all the problems should be solved. Now even Camacho can ask someone for help when it comes to a matter of their heart. Really, is that how it works? And this is why I made sure they meet cute of their own. What do you think? Pretty clever, right? Oh yeah, that is great, except for two tiny details. One, I don't answer anyone's prayers or romance, and two, I have no intention of talking about my own love life with anyone. Gotcha. Ugh, I swear. You really need to quit jumping to conclusions, idiot. Especially about the kind of things that makes my hair stand on end. Oh my. I'm sorry, Kawa. I had no idea you were having such a hard time with your own love life. If you ever want to talk, I'd be happy to lend you my ear. The church is always open to lambs who have lost their way after all. I said I'm not having a hard time, and don't go building churches when nobody asks you to. I was kidding, of course, just a little god's humor. Phew, don't think this mean you want arrows. We're going to sell this someday, count on it. Oh, okay. I think I should be able to give you a rematch at some point. If I wind up with literally nothing better to do. Yeah. I knew this gods rubbed me the wrong way. I'm sorry, senpai. I wish I could tell you more about the bitter shadows. I'm afraid our allies hasn't made any progress. As soon as we know more, I'll let you know though. Ah, another error message. There's something wrong. Oh no, everything's fine. It looks like we've been experiencing some power loss recently. It's been well within the margin of errors, so no need for you to worry. And good luck with your investigation, senpai. Thanks, Match. Good luck with the analysis too. So they still haven't made any progress. Not like we made much either. Hey Karen, I don't suppose you can use your power to figure out where the next bit of shadows will show up, can you? Tell me, Kukulin. This, but depending on others, depend to make up for increase make your taste better. Some hunter you are, expecting your query to be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, I'm out of tea. Go make some more, master. Okay. Now who's depending on others? Also, lectures are way more convincing when you deliver them sitting up instead of lodging in the bed. And why are you huming her, master? Don't make her tea just cause she told you to. Well, at least you can still bark like a good hunting dog. As for me, my job requires me to rest a great deal. It is tiring holding up a bazooka with these scrawny arms, after all. So it's not using that as tiring, but just holding it. That being said, it does feel as though we are reaching the limits of what we can find by just wandering around aimlessly. Since more bitter shadows keeps propping up no matter how many we defeat, there must be some kind of boss out there who's responsible for them. It would be nice if this boss came to us to confess their sins, so we didn't have to go for looking for them ourselves. It sounds like you have a visitor, master. Door's open. Hey, it isn't my favorite master. Sorry to barge you in like this. Oh. And I say you two are with him, Kukui and Gilgamesh. Didn't know you were such a good friends, but I think it's great that you are. Friends are the greatest treasure in the world. Are you feeling okay? Did you maybe eat something weird? Yeah, Jason, you're kind of creeping me out there. Ouch, you guys don't hold back, do you? But that's okay, I get it. Only good friends tease each other like that. By the way, may I ask who your new friend is? Me? I'm Karen, if you must know. Do I know you from somewhere? That's your pickup line? I guess you could call it classic if you're being generous. However, while I may be currently serving as a god of love to help saving humanity, my faith remains the same, even as a Sayo servant. Which is to say, the Lord is the only man I need in my life. Now kindly leave. That's not what whatever. More important, you know what time of the year it is, right? Master, of course you do. And this year, I got really special Valentines for you. Please take it. I spent years collecting this rare Hercules memorabilia. Now it's yours. Yikes, I can still the Testantoro from here. Hehe. This was the only thing of it to show you how grateful I am for all of you to do for me year round. Thanks, Master. Here's to many more great years together. With you, me, and Hercules all working together, I'm sure we can take back our future. Oh, see ya! Okay, that was creepy as hell. Is he always like that? No, there was something really creepy about him today. I also can't imagine he'd be willing to give up his prized collection like this under normal circumstances. Yikes. Was Jason just here? Ease, what is it this time? I'm not sure what you or the porch lady's problem is, but you really gotta chill. Anyway, yeah, Jason was just here. He left after giving Master a bunch of Hercules merch. God, it stinks of testosterone. It must have been more effective than I thought. I better find him soon. Oh, Master, I'd like you to talk to you once it's taken care of. What was that all about? I mean, true, let's go after them. I had a feeling you say that. Alright, if we must. Come on, you two. Cut that out. You can't just go prying into other people's business just because it's fun. You guys actually do get along pretty well, don't you? Haha, can you undo the spell now, Mesiah? It really hurts having my hands twisted behind my back. Sleep. Phew, you certainly put up a fight, but at least that should take care of that. Now what are you all doing here? I was just curious about the bloodbath. I was sure we were headed for, or weren't, as it turns out. That was quite the letdown, wasn't it? Oh, for... What was all that about anyway? Oh, not you too, Master. Well, I guess it's okay. I was planning to talk to you about this anyway. Take a look. This is why Jason was acting strangely. Is that chocolate? Specifically, it's illusory chocolate that is all the rage in Chaldea right now, even though it's very hard to get a hold of. And his name is God of Love. Well, that ain't fishy at all. Anyway, after a while hearing about how amazing this chocolate was, I finally managed to get my hands on some. But as it turns out, it also contained a trace amount of magical energy. I tried to ask the woman selling it about that, but she ran off before I had the chance. What did this woman look like? Oh, I don't know. She was wearing a paper bag over her head. Honestly, I figured it was just more servant-verse nonsense. We were all definitely too used to this sort of thing. Anyway, she might have gone away, but I still had the chocolate I bought from her. So I decided to examine it more thoroughly. In doing so, I found out that it directly has some kind of effect on whoever eats it. I still didn't know how exactly what effect that is. That was when Jason happened by. So you use him as a guinea pig, huh? After that, well, you know what happened next. Jason turned into a weirdly nice version of himself. Hang on. You're telling us this chocolate has the power to change people's personalities. So that's what's been going on here. That explains why all those other servants were acting so much friendlier than usual. But in Jason's case, there is a part of me that wouldn't mind just leaving him like this. But seeing him this nice is actually turning out to be sort of creepy, right? How wonderful. Finding forgiveness in your heart, even for someone who has hurt you over and over. Now that is true neighborly Agate. I love to see it. That said, it would certainly have been more fun to watch if she'd been willing to sling a little more mud. What do you think my life is? Some kind of reality TV show? Oh gosh, did you just read my mind? Hehe, it's a little embarrassing to have my private thoughts revealed. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised seeing you as your image from the Age of Gods. I must say, you're truly mystics. I wonder to behold. You have to teach me your magical telepathy secrets sometime. What are you talking about? You're blabbing your private thoughts for all to hear. I get it, sometimes you can't help but want to point out the sheer craziness in things she says. Tell me about it. Half the time I can't even tell whether she's joking. I'll say, I don't know who the hell you are, but you got a lot of nerve talking to me like you know anything about. Do I know you from somewhere? I couldn't tell you. My name is Karen Seahort Tingia, but please call me Karen. I'm also serving as a vessel for the divine spirit Amor. That's Amor, not Amor. Amor. As in Eros. Oh my, that was frightening. Why are you attacking me? I suppose you have some history with this god of love. You bet I do. Do you have any idea how much you messed up my life? I never imagined I'd get a chance to take my revenge on you here. But you believe I won't let it pass by now. What did you do to her, Karen? Strictly speaking, it was Eros and 40 who did it, not me. Aphrodite. She's one of the major Greek gods, right? I remember hearing she had a strong ties to Eros as well. A long, very long time ago, back when the earth was still awash in mystics. Aphrodite, with Eros' help, bewitched the gods and humans alike. Of many such schemes, she came up with one that was named something like, make Queen Medea fall heads over heels for Jason. I trust you see where this is going now. Arrow's under orders to help Jason obtain the Golden Fleece. Knocked in an arrow filled it with Aphrodite blessings and curses on his present bow. And boom, it just worked it. Don't you talk about the worst time of my life, like it's some kind of damn infernal miracle. Did you just jump into her lines of fire? Yes, but I didn't have a choice. Arrow's crimes are mine to bear as well, you see. So even though being punished definitely isn't my thing. Not at all. I have to take it all the same. So you're at least aware of what you did, Cyto servant or not. That's right, Arrows. If it wasn't for that damn arrows of yours, my whole life could have completely different. Uh-oh. Crap, that bitter shadows magic injury. Oh no, it looks like it's attracted to Medea's anger. Huh? Oh my, how terrible. Now the bitter shadows have got Medea too, oopsie. You can at least pretend to be worried. Well, I guess it goes to show what happens when you let anger take the wheel. Alright Aaron, you're up. Now that Medea's unconscious, you need to stop her before she goes on a wild rampage throughout. I'm still perfectly conscious, thank you very much. I'm a witch from the Age of Gods, remember. This is nowhere near too much magic energy for me to control. In fact, it's perfect. I'm going to use all this new power to now at my command. To hit you with a spell powerful enough to blow all Kade away. Yeah, can you maybe not do that, please? Hey, whose side should we take here? Don't ask me. Besides, I don't think it's our place to say anything. It's not really any of our business. And on that note, I just remember some urgent business of my own. So you excuse me. Oh no you don't. You're not leaving me to deal with this alone. Oh no! Karen! Well, I did feel a little better now. Really, I'm surprised. I didn't think you won't be satisfied until you tore 5, maybe 6 limbs off me. I'm pretty sure you only have 4. Just when I thought she went down like a punk, she springs back like nothing happened. Seriously, what's her deal? I could tear every one of your limbs from limb. I doubt that goes with so much bad an eye. I know what is you're up to here, but I'm not about to waste any more of my time on a doll. So let's just say this trip down memory lane is over now, shall we? Medea. Don't look at me like that, Master. As I said, I won't get in your way any longer. But I'm not going to help you either. You're going to have to deal with this mess yourselves. Here's the chocolate I told you about. I suggest you give it to Da Vinci so she can take a closer look at it. Don't worry about Jason lying on the floor there. I'll take care of him. Thanks, Mentor. That reminds me, don't you think you have a few too many mentors these days? It wouldn't kill you to show me a little more in the way of deference, you know? You're well aware. Well, good, I hope so. Well, I never did figure out what that was all about, but at least we got some of that illusory chocolate now. Think this stuff's got some connection to the Bitter Shadows. I don't know, but it's definitely worth looking into either way. Shall we go pay Da Vinci a visit, Master? Sounds like a plan. I wonder what's going to happen now. Alright, I got mostly figured out now. What else passed? That chocolate Medea gave you was the key to cracking this whole case. So here's the deal. This chocolate contains the spell that makes any servants who eats one, yes, feel really, really happy. What, are you drunk? And yes, I mean you, not the servants who eat chocolate. Haha, I can see why you think that too, but no, I'm not. Just hear me out. You know how eating something yummy can make you feel really good? It's basically a mild state of euphoria, right? But when a servant eats this chocolate, that state is heightened considerably. I guess they probably become very easygoing in content. That by itself is a problem, of course. I mean, you like having a drink after a day's of work too, right? Well, yeah, I definitely enjoy fighting, but sometimes the thing I look forward to the most is a victory drink after. Exactly. No matter what our cultures or environment, we all feel revitalized by a good meal. Anyway, this chocolate is kind of that turns concept up to 11. In addition to its euphoric effect, we also know that it causes the servant spirit core to give off an unusual kind of magical energy. Magical energy, so then, is that... Yep, it matches the data from our analysis perfectly. That very magical energy the chocolate induces is what responsible for these bitter shadows spawning in Chaldea. I see, Karen said that something was drawing the bitter shadows here. But in fact, they spawned from servants who ate this god-loved chocolate without the servant realizing. Do you have that right? You gotta be kidding, so you're telling me that the chocolate didn't so much have something to do with this, as it was the cause of the whole thing. Look that way. Anyway, now that we know, we should probably try to stop anyone else from eating it. Yep, I agree. Which means we need to find this mysterious paper bag woman selling it as soon as possible. Okay, but where do we look for her? We should know that too soon. 2. We've been detecting intermittent paralysis and cut over the last few days. They were so minor that we couldn't tell where they were occurring. But today all of a sudden we were seeing a lot more power being consumed. Power is also what's supplying us with magical energy, right? And everything is being used for something else? If the electricity here is tied to magical energy, that's pretty much clinches it. So it must be using it to make that chocolate. The only question is, where is this stolen power being sent? We should hopefully know soon. I'm having Mash run a trace on its even as we speak. How's this going, Mash? Find anything yet? Yes, I've been checking each of the energy supply lines one by one, and I found where the power is being siphoned off. It's an unoccupied staff room at the end of the western corridor in section B. It didn't look like there was anything out of the ordinary. There are on security camera. When I look at it with Shiva, it said the room's interior was impossible to measure. I see, then, like Kit Gill said, that's pretty much clinches it. Alright, nice work, Missy. All we gotta do is sneak in there, capture this paper bag woman, and shut her like chocolate operation. Hey, by the way. What is it, Master? Come on, let's get going. Has anyone seen Karen? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her since we got here. She's probably just wandering because she couldn't keep up with all this techno talk. She's harder to pin down than a jellyfish at high tide. Everyone, take a look at the monitor. This is the security video from the corridor in question. The paper bag woman. Hey, hang on, that is obviously Karen. You probably should have seen this coming. I got a feeling we're in for another unpleasant twist of this year. Anyway, I hate to ask. Oh, you guys mind heading down there and just putting an end to this whole thing already? You got it. Oh no, now even Senpai's getting so fed up, he's sounding ready to strict his responsibilities. Alright, now that we've finished our analysis, you can go with him, Mash. In fact, at this point, you're my only hope. Try to get the others to shape up with you. Okay, I'll try. I mean, understood. Rest assured, I'll do everything I can to help Senpai to solve this case. Alright, it's just past this corridor. At least we haven't run into any trouble so far. Just don't let your guard down that we're almost to her base. I wouldn't be all surprised if she set a trap or 10 or even 20 to surprise us. Something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking how we still don't know why Karen came here in the first place. What could her goal be in spreading that chocolate around Korea? Maybe that's just how she likes to celebrate Valentine's Day? Good question. All I know for sure is she was serious about getting rid of the bitter shadows. She wasn't interested in the god love stuff either. Gotta say, it doesn't seem to add up. Sure, I only spoke with her for a short while, but she really did seem to be acting with good intentions. She wasn't lying when she said she was going to protect Kare either. She does have a genuine saint-like quality to her. As said, just because someone isn't lying doesn't necessarily mean they're a good person. Be careful, everyone. Someone's waiting us in front of the door at the end of the hallway. Is that? It must be Karen. Nope, it's me. What are you doing here? Oh, I see. Artemis. May I ask why you're here? That's an excellent question, Master. Mash. As for the answer, I'm here because it's my job to prevent any rascapicalias from going past this point. I'm a bodyguard, so you team up with this room owner. I don't know if I call it teaming up per se. Just say I had my reason for making a deal with her. A deal? What kind of leverage could Karen have to make Artemis of all servants agree to deal? I'm pretty sure I know. Come on, that's an easy one. It's gotta be about the bear guy. Let me guess, you fed him some of that chocolate to make him the nice bear you always wanted. I'll have you know, my darling has always been nice. Lancer with the Dokit voice. Go on, darling, show everyone how you're just as great as you always are. Me am Orion. Me am strong, kind. Me am brave, dashing. Me love Artemis. Me love Artemis. No more cheap. He's brain mashed it. I mean, washed it. All of Orion's wild nature is gone without a trace. This is horrible. I can't even look at him. So this is what it looks like when someone messes with your love to suit their agenda. God damn, I didn't realize how terrifying Amor power was till now. Personally, Master, I don't care all about what Amor is trying to do. What Amor is trying to do? It's great she has lofty ideas and all, but all I want is for darling to have eyes just for me. Really, that's it. That's my one humble wish. I guess humble is one word for it. But Artemis, you and Orion are, well, I guess I thought you two had an unbreakable bond, even if you couldn't always see it. But can you really deepen your love for each other while he's effectively brainwashed? Can you really be happy with that? Absolutely. Yikes, didn't hesitate for a second. I'm a goddess after all. My idea of love is very different from ordinary humans. Yeah, I swear. Are there no goddess out there with their heads screwed on straight? More just beyond the store, but I'm not going to let you pass. If you insist on going there, even if it means tearing Darling and me apart, then we'll face you with all the might of our combined love. Me love Artemis. Me love Artemis. It looks like we will have to defeat her before we can progress any further. Alright then, let's get this over with. Hang in there, bear guy. Don't worry, I'm gonna set you free. If he could tell us how he really felt, I'm sure he'd be begging us to kill him and put him out of his misery. Let's try not to kill him if we can help it, please. No, he beat me! We did it. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. What's with Darling being a little out of it? You bounced it back already. Anyway, that fulfills the term of our contract, so I don't care about what happened next. You can go right ahead if you want. You're certainly a good sport about losing, aren't you? Anyway, there's nothing stopping us from investigating the secret room. Wonderful, I'm glad to see you're so determined. Here, let me give you a little advice before you go. I know you all probably think Amor has more than a few screws loose. That's rich coming from you. Yeah, she's throwing stones in the glass house. She's definitely a god with all that entails. So whatever you do, try not to let her set the terms of your battles, no matter what she might show you. Oh, okay, thank you, Artemis. Alright, I'm off. Good luck. Wait, Artemis, wait! I see Orion hasn't gotten any better yet. Assuming it's Karen's power making him like that. Maybe you go back to normal once this is all resolved. Alright, this is it. You ready, Master? Ready when you are. All good here. Come on then, everyone. It's time to stop Karen. Well, you look at that. The smell of chocolate is almost overpowering. I think we can pretty sure this is our problem factory. Ah. Welcome to my chocolate factory. By the way, do I still have a sign for the package, or can you just leave it by the door? We're not delivery people. Avenger. Hey, welcome to my chocolate factory. You're right on time, Amazoness delivery. I appreciate your punctuality. Sorry to are big, but we're not here to deliver any packages. Give it up, Karen. Amor, we know what you've been up to. You got some nerve lying to Yuki's face this whole time. Karen. I figured there was a 50-50 chance that you were behind this, but all the circumstance evidence seems to leave little room for doubt. You were the mastermind behind this whole incident, weren't you? Mastermind? So you're not from Amazon. Then may I ask what brings ordinary people like yourselves to this hellish paradigm just up Freudian slip? What I meant to say was, what brings you to this remote neck of the woods or facilities? There's nothing to see here besides our low chocolate factory. Oh wait, are you here for a tour? You really should have called and made an appointment. So it would be lovely to show you our work environment. And if you would take what you see here and spread it around Korea as an example of the joyous hard work, then that would be even better. Oh, but first, let me bring you some pamphlets and tea, unless you still prefer mineral water. No, tea's fine. Just when I thought things couldn't get any weirder. Okay, what the actual hell? She looks suspicious as hell, but she doesn't seem dangerous at all. That's true, this doesn't change the fact that she's operating Korea's facilities. But it also doesn't seem like she's using them for anything besides making chocolate. Well, there you are, everyone. I was wondering where you went. What? Another Karen? What in the world's going on? Where do I begin? Well, you all started talking about techno stuff, right? After we got to command room. And since it was boring, I didn't care anyway. I decided to go looking for bitter shadows on my own. Oh, don't worry about the god bazooka feast. I kept close tally of every shell fired. Anyway, after I had my fill blowing up bitters for a while, I decided to come back here, to my own room. Now can I ask you what you're all doing here in my Korea's domination headquarters? This is supposed to be a secret place. It's embarrassing having you all barge in here. Hold on please. Did you just say Korea's domination headquarters? I did, what about it? Welcome back, Lady Karen. You'll be pleased to know that God Love production is going smoothly. And that's not all. It is drummed up so much interest thanks to our increased production that these people came by for a factory tour. Slaps. Eat. Now I see. You screwed up again, didn't you, Eros? You can combat a drone. You useless Romans added to it. You let cut it right to us thanks to that all extra magical energy you use up to increase production. But weren't you one to say you wanted to increase production 20-fold starting today? Slaps. Eat. What in the world? There's another Karen? Hey, tell us what the hell is going on here. Slap. Eat. Did you even hear me? That's enough, Karen. As far as Eros is concerned, that is a reward, not a punishment. That is not true. Even as we speak, enduring this extreme humiliation is helping to train my mind. Now let's free them. What is going on here? Not to mention, isn't Eros... Yeah, exactly, like I told you before. Amor and Eros are the Roman and Greek names for the same mythological god. So while the free sermons you're seeing there might all be from different mythology, they are also all Amor. That's right, I'm Eros. And I'm... Amor. I don't recall giving you permission to introduce yourselves, but alright. I'm Karen C. Hortensia, the one that's been working with all of you this whole time. The C stands for keep it. Together we are the triple goddess of love. Where the hell did that come from? Just kidding. They are 3 times as irritating. Well, she certainly wouldn't be the first hero experience to have different legends derived from different cultures. So I guess in this case, 3 different versions of her must have all manifest simultaneously as 3 separate gods. No way, that can't be right. Their names might be different, but their origins are way too similar for something like that to ever happen. Besides, it shouldn't even be possible for so many different versions to be summoned separately like... No, wait, hang on. Da Vinci. Analyzing. Aha, I knew it. There's some more. There aren't sermons at all. Oh, they're not? But how can that be? We can see them right here. I know. But they're actually familiar with Saito's 3 origins being made to act exactly like the original. Kira must have used in her ambiguity of her god mythology to give each of them their own name. and reinforce their subtle spirit origins so they have the same degree of essential strength as her. That's right, they are slaves to take advantage of my divine ambiguity to act as vessels. I was going to explain it, but you're taking care of that for me. I suppose I should have known a brilliant, beautiful genius like yourself would figure it out eventually. Flattery will get you nowhere. I have no more questions. I have more questions. For one, what exactly does that chocolate do? Besides make anyone eats it feel erotic, I mean. Good question, let me see. People have a bunch of emotion that gets in the way of attaining true happiness, right? Pride, wrath, envy, sloth, greed, gluttony, lust. That's right, everyone's favorite sins. Well, God, love represses those sort of excess emotions and gives people eternal peace of mind by filling their newly freed soul with love. Whoa, hang on. That sounds all kind of messed up. As that sounds like straight up brainwashing to anyone else. But there has to be more to it. I mean, we all saw Karen help us defeat the bitter shadows to protect Valentine's Day. Oh, Karen, did you do all this to help the exhausted servants recuperate? Is that what this is all about? No, getting rid of the bitter shadow was just aftercare. You see, God love has some unforeseen side effects. The bitter shadows, I guess. Aha, so the magic energy the bitter shadows are comprised of is actually... Yep, it must be all the thoughts and feelings her chocolate repressed leaking out from their host. Then all those negative emotions turn into magical energy and form the bitter shadows when it comes together. Right, that's why you can't eliminate them with violence, especially not with lust. The only way to purify them with agate before eradicating them, that's the nature of my aftercare. Well, now do you understand? The only problem with that is, as long as people remain people, they'll never be rid of negative emotions completely. Which means that the magic energy they're leaking will eventually spread through all of Chaldea, until the whole place is basically overrun with bitter shadows. It's true that God love stuff should have never been brought to the market. But we make it with painstaking care. It shouldn't have any adverse effect on anyone's health. And our aftercare regimen is flawless. God love is perfectly safe, and starting today, we will be distributing it for free. Are you freaking kidding me? After all the working you made us do, you're just gonna give that crap out for free? Yes, it's all thanks to you. With all of you gathering bazookas around materials and me using them to destroy the bitter shadows, we've been able to keep Valentine's Day sweet and peaceful for everyone. I call that win-win, don't you? I see. Don't let her fool you, Mash. The only reason the bitter shadows showed up and ruined Valentine's Day in the first place is because of this hard, harebrained schemes of hers. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she'd known about the bitter shadows thing from the start. Oh my, are you saying I only sold defective product to my customers? Well, okay, I did, but still. Originally I thought I could handle any incidental mess on my own. But all their negative thoughts and feelings turned out to be much stronger than I expected. All I can say is it seems Chaldea's working environment leaves a lot to be desired. You're not wrong. Senpai? Yuki? At any rate, I should have known you'd do something like this, Gilgamesh. It is clear everyone here distrusts me now, and it's all thanks to you. Why before you said that Kukulin there trusted me so much, he would have given me the shirt off his back? The hell you say? I haven't trusted you for 1 second of this mess, which, lest we forget, you made. It's true, and I said you were completely up to something the first time you showed up, too. Which reminds me, Amor, what is it you're really up to here, anyway? Oh my, how terrible, I had no idea that's how you see me all this time. And after I've been showering you with all this love too. You mean agate? Nope, not buying that selfless love routine. Anything that spreads itself thin enough to reach anyone's and everyone's may as well not even exist at all. That's pretty cutting comeback for Mongrel. Still, mutual understanding was never one of my goals, so you're welcome to argue till you're Blue in the face. The Lord's love is given freely, while asking nothing in return. It is the ultimate gospel that illuminates the world, blankets the whole of the earth, brings salvation to all people. So by mass-producing delicious and nature's God love, I use love to bring salvation to everyone in Chaldea, and eventually all of humanity. That's my plan. I'm Amor, God of love. I have a purpose to fulfill. So if you mean to interfere with that, you better believe it. Ah, how deplorable. Ah, how delectable. Whoops, I mean deplorable. What's it? Oh, but not you, Eros. I'll have to give you another 100 lashes later. But yes, it's truly a pity. What a shame that we were eventually destined to fight after all. Oh, what a crock. You don't look sad about this at all. You look possibly eager. But nonetheless, if this is the trial the Lord has set before me, then the struggle is the glory. Kukulane, Gilgamesh, Mashiri, Master Chaldea. Defeating you will help me grow even more as a divinity, so that just what I'm going to do. After that, it won't be long before you see me dominate the world with love. Actually, even starting to sound like a final boss. Come on, Yuki, let's finish her off. You know, I can't remember anything about it, but I'm sure I know her from somewhere. And what is more, I can tell she was exactly like this back then too. So maybe you're really anticipate that I get to help stop you here. By the time we're done with you, you're gonna wish you never ever heard the word plan. Oh no, Kukulane is getting a lot more worked up than usual. Alright guys, this is it. I'm counting on you to defeat Karen to stop her from making or disturbing any more god love. Well, we'll never be able to get anything else done around here if she succeeds. Got it. Very well then, if that's how you want to play this. My goddess sisters and I will just have to show you our true power. Goddess, let's go. No break bars.
ことごとく滅ぼしてまいる源氏死にそうらえ
こういう通なの普通だな他にやることないのこういうのどうだ
過激をはしな過激をはかえなればおさあサラソージュの花のすなわちこの世の摂理を知るがいい諸行無常超過きつい
素直ではありませんねあいた
最上に近い勝利だけど戦う前に勝つくらいで
Eat. 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 We won. Ah, seriously, right, for all that stuff I don't remember. You know, I think I just feel a tiny bit better now. Karen. Now will you be willing to shut down your factory in the call of your plan? If possible, we'd like you to tell us how to counteract the God of Love effects. Hehe. You must have a very low opinion of me, indeed, if you think you won already. Seeing as you apparently can't even stand up, just say that, yeah, I'm sticking with we won. Oh come on, give it a rest already, you lost, alright? What more do you think you can do now? Besides, it's not like you killed anyone, you can still get off easy if you just agree to behave yourself. No, Kukulane. You should never stop, not until you reach your goal and are satisfied. You're the one who told me that. Really, I actually said something that corny. No, not really. What the hell is your problem? You're wide open, now's our chance. Eros and more, release your Cyto Spirit origin. Return the portions of Maharu I shared it with you. Goddess Fusion. Now's the time to show you our true God's power. What's that light? I said look over there. Now there's one Kirin instead of 3. I'm an avatar of Valentine's Day. I'm the guardian of pure-hearted lovers. I'm the true face of God of love. Behold, I'm God Kirin. She's a goddamn devil. Two more chapters. Behold, the goddess of judgment has descended upon you, along with crackling love and bone-roasting flames. My name is God Kirin. I do hope I can count on your support. Now she's talking like an idol. Well, everyone, what do you think of my true form? Or is it so divinely dazzling you can't even bear to look at it? It certainly does an excellent job showing your true devilish nature. So even with the power of the god of love, you still look like a goddamn devil, huh? What the hell did your parents do to you when you were growing up? I suppose old-fashioned heroic spirits like yourself just can't see true divinity even when it's right in front of their faces. Oh well, your parents were never important to me. Anyway, it's what people from the same day and age as myself think that truly matters. So Mash and Yuki, what do you think of this spirit origin? What's with the horns? Have you had your eyes checked recently? Because it should be beyond obvious that these are not horns. They are chocolates. Well, that explains it. Anyway, I was a little nervous about taking this form, since I've never done it before. But now my body is so hot like it's burning up and I feel so much freer. It's as though I've been let loose from restraints of reasons, or like I'm singing hymns beneath a clear blue sky. Hey, anyway, I'm sorry for disappointing you before. But rest assured, I'm much more powerful now. So, shall we pick up where we left off? Now that you're done warming up with the tutorial, are you brave enough to accept a truly challenging quest? Uh-oh, it doesn't look good. Kirin is projecting that aura of one of those broken characters who that rules don't apply to. It's about 3 times more powerful than any of the free Kirins we just fought. What should we do, Master? I mean, it makes sense since all 3 combines are into one now. True, believe me, I wish I could just walk away and be done with this whole mess. But that wouldn't be fair to the people who've been looking forward to a normal Valentine's Day. So no more going around peddling your god love garbage. Agreed, regardless of how it began. These days, Valentine's Day is all about people and how they feel about each other. So the fact you've been going around just giving your love away for free, well, it's not a good look. Ouch, being rejected en masse is tougher than I thought. But luckily, I like that sort of thing too. There's nothing like a little playing your heart to get to make the love burn even hotter. In fact, when I think about how I'll get used to power of love to stomp all over your stupid faces shining with bravery and camaraderie, it makes me, let's just say makes me, my being somebody completely worthwhile. What could be better than this? Crap, I've seen this kind of holier than thou type before, and you don't want them running around doing whatever the hell they want. Alright, Master, let's do this thing. However we end up here, we now know for damn sure that all Chaldea is at stake in this fight. Sure, it looks that way. they have any Avengers though? Nope, sound like I don't have Avengers.
一気火星に畳みかける。まあぶちかますかね。
上がりますよね。
赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。じゃあこいつの普通だな。他にやることないの？任せな。
I should have brought Hercules.
悪くはありませんね。
どうだ？赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。呪い行くぜ。その心臓もらい受ける。ゲイ。悪
くはありませんね。
さら。
ほらほらよ、天井の花、あまねく光。 すべて主の御心のままにあなたたちに無限の愛を。
悪いライダー。
まっすぐですね。
さら。
まっすぐです。よいしょっと。ドッカーン。はい。スパイラルライダ
ー。任せな。
ちょっと
さら。
チャージ受け止めて。
なんだ
任せな。
命令とな。ささやか。
強気に。
じゃあまあぶちかますかね。おう行くぜ。
まっすぐですね。
さら。
ドッカーン。はあ、審判のラッパを聞きたいなんて。でもファンの声には応えないとね。グレイテストフィッシュ。
誰かいないのか。私を助ける者は。ではこれ
棘は茨のごとくってな。
天下万世の地であるぞ。
行くぜ。おう。
ほほ
さら。
と
おう。行くぜ。任せな。さら。よいしょっと。
輸送されたようですね。
んじゃあまあぶちかますかに行く。おう。さら。よいしょっと。
強気に
おう。任せな。
ドッカーン。
行くぞ。おう。任せな。さら。よいしょっと。
ではボスっぽいムーブなど、いわゆるロストカレンの生還へ。人類よ
おっと、これは負けたか。
赤い棘は茨のごとくってな。任せな。おう。行くぜ。さら。よいしょっと。
チャージ受け止めて。
呪いのシュアリ。おう。さら。その心臓もらい受ける。ゲイ。
悪くはありませんね。
Man, it's really hard fighting against a ruler.
あ？何？今の全力
No Avengers. I need Avenger. Avengers, perfect for this fight. Should put Merlin. Eat. Oh, that's surprisingly easy. Yeah, but I didn't say anything sooner because I didn't want to rain on your parade, but even with all the extra mental energy, Amor's spirit origin is still just human size, so that limited her output, huh? Because it doesn't matter how much mental energy you have if it's bottlenecked. Honestly, the fact that there was only one of her this time made the fight even easier in some way. Phew. I can't believe we lost on Valentine's Day, of all days. It should have been the perfect convenient for us. No, I see. That we should have expected this, while we did have more than enough power. That power was essentially the equivalent of a single bite-sized piece of courtesy chocolate. Now what do you mean by that, Lady Karen? I mean by the power of love reserved for a commercialized event like Valentine's Day can only go so far. Sure, I wasn't quite able to get past the hump myself. Aris was the only one taking it seriously. Hey! Besides, weren't you just saying something about the power of Valentine's Day not too long ago? Snap. In the end, lovers are still strangers. We forged our relationship by giving in to our base urge. Lovers will never last forever. All relationships eventually end. That's why love tainted with lust is a far cry from true love. Eat. Please forgive me, Lady Karen. I really don't think I can take anymore. Do you mind if I say something? Yes, what is it, Gilgamesh? Well, I couldn't help but notice. I tend to treat Kamen and Eros pretty harshly. It actually reminds me of the god of love. You've been using it to try and suppress lust, along with other negative emotions. You clearly consider sexual desire to be, well, vulgar. So I can't help but wonder why Eros, the god of sexual desire, would want you as a vessel. Really, there's something contradictory about your whole existence. Hey, yeah, there is, isn't there? Not necessary. From what I know, Amor or Eros, or whatever you call him, he may have had a reason for choosing his polar opposite for an avatar. Da Vinci. It's got something to do with one of Eros' more well-known stories. In it, Eros has been spending his whole life wandering around, firing his arrow of love at whoever catches his fancy, just like his mother ordered him to do. But then one day he met a human girl and falls in love with her. The rest of their story plays out about how you expect. Experiencing circumstance or becoming adversity, happily ever after, you get the gist. Anyway, the girl name was Sight, something close to heart in Greek. And of course I don't have to tell you that Eros means love. So when you think of what this story of a union between heart and love is saying, you realize it has some interesting implications. So if Eros is love and Psyche is heart, that imply that love and heart are separate things, which means, oh, so you're saying Eros doesn't possess a heart. Aha, now I get it. Since he doesn't possess a heart, I'm guessing he's willing to carry out any order given to him, no matter how cruel. And to accept any punishment, no matter how cruel. Is that it? No, I treat Eros that way because he likes it. No, I don't. That's your thing, not mine. Shut up. I was getting the good part. Ahem, here's the deal. Eros, or Amor, or whatever you call him, is a tragic god. He has the power to control love, but no heart to understand it. I knew it. One day he came to me in a dream and asked me what true love is. But that is very difficult to put into words. So instead I decided to show him a sample case. A sample case? The hell kind of sample case did you show to a freaking god? I'll tell you, it's simple. I showed him the form of love he should take. And what was that? A world without conflict, a world where people cherish their neighbors and no classes divide society. I showed him an ideal world, where I, as his benevolent dictator, controls all things. The hell? That's just another dystopia. So what? What's wrong with a benevolent dictatorship? My duty is to use his power to guide the world where it's meant to go. To make the ideal world I showed him a reality. Yes, that's right. Since people alone are incapable of being truly happy, I must use the Lord's love to bestow happiness upon everyone equally. That's a holy grail. What? Was it formed by a Valentine's Day power or something? Then again, with all these here spirits around, I guess that's possible. Anyway, if there's a holy grail involved, that explained how she showed up without anyone summoning her. That's right, the holy grail was the first drawn here by all those couples in their lecherous affections. It then summoned the god of love, who in turn sought someone with a heart, me. That's the chain of fate that led us here. And now I'm sure that what I'm about to do is only fulfillment of God's will. That chocolate is that God love. God love amplifies the love within anyone who eats it and represses their negative emotions. So I wonder what will happen if I, a true believer of love, eats it instead. I think the time has come to find out. No, Lady Karen, don't. You mustn't push yourself any further. I knew you'd end up going down that route eventually, Karen. Why the hell didn't either of you try to stop her then? Seriously, don't do this, Karen. There's no way anything good come out of it. Hehe. As they say in Porca, misery, why don't you mind your own business, Lancer? Huh? Where are we? The chocolate factory seems to have transferred into something else. Hehe. Kieran, is that you? It's quite a surprise, even though I was expecting to gain this much power. You feel both powerful love and irresistible desire swirling inside me. By accepting that desire and forgiving it, I have now embodied true agate. So I will no longer go by a simple name as God Karen. Now that I am holier than God, you may call me Super God Karen. That's not what your name says. Oh man, this feels so good, and my skin's so smooth, it's getting all tingly. Can you hear that crackling sound? Really adds to the atmosphere, don't you think? I think I can repel any attack now, to say nothing of water. Oh no, I'll never be able to take a shower again. Dumbfounded. Now what do we do? Hey, you still want to fight me? Seriously, talk about chickens seizing themselves for the roast. Humans never change, do they? No matter the time or place, they just can't help but to charge bravely, though recklessly, into danger. I swear I never get tired of it. You really are God's greatest creations. Alright, if you're so eager for punishment, I can make you cry without making you die. You're all going to be drowning in my god love soon enough anyway. So if you'd like to get a head start by having my love lightning zap you down to your soul, that's fine with me. Her aura is incredible. It's about 3 times more powerful than the God Karen we just fought. Don't worry, there's nothing to fear here. The only thing here is that really change about her are her color palette and disposition. She got my ass. She's still just another servant. Come on, brat. You, me, Master Mash, totally take her. Alright, but please don't give me your best. We're still dealing with a Cyber Servant with a human body as a vessel. But please hold back and don't take this fight too far. Well, sure. That was what I planned to do all along. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
イライラするわね。気持ちの問題で滅ぼす。
リラックスリラックス。つまらない練習だな。
ゴージャスにぶっ込むわよ。ゴージャスに。
つまらない練習だな。
最高のカード。君。
はいはい。上等よ。あんたの終わりよ。
罪深いことごめん遊ばせ。奴隷から始めていらっしゃ
リラックスリラックス。楽園のご要望とあらば。星の宇宙物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
上等よ。
切り込む。
デビルチャージ。ごめん遊ばせ。逃がさない。
おや、行くかい。ご要望とあらば。切り込む。
吹っ飛べ。
切り込む。
ボンビみたいですデビルチャージ。
さあ、100倍返しのお時間よ。
オーケー。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラクロンドメントニューヘイ。
切り込む。ヒュー。
代価は不要よ。ただ与えましょう。それが支配するということ。さあ、いかがですか。
猫の手。ここまでか。
畜生。
古きルールどれにしようこういうこともできる。
いいですよ。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀ラクロンロメントデュヘイン。
癖になりそう。物理的な脅威であればこの通り。あ、ホラーはちょっと遠慮していただければ。
One more. It may be a little too late for this, but you all have the wrong idea about me. The Lord Love is universal, it simply exists. It's given freely to all living things. Every person, regardless of who they are or what sort of life they may have lived on, can receive it. The Lord's love shines upon us like sunlight. It gives people life, illuminates the earth, and punishes sin. There's no sense of rejecting it, refusing it, or trying to flee from it. You couldn't even if you wanted to. It's simply joy of life. It is what allows life to exist on this planet at all. That is true 8-gate, God's love, given freely. That is the greatest form of love we humans have imagined. Kira's magical energy signal expanding. Does this mean her spirit origin is going to transform yet again? But she's already gone from God to devil. Once again, this has been quite unexpected. Seeing you all fight so brilliantly has inspired surprising new feelings in me. I feel as though I'm about to be reborn. I can feel curiously about a world I've yet to see bubbling up upon me, pure, innocent, and therefore infinite. I now embody true 8-gate. 2? So I will no longer go by the name as simple as Super God Karen. From now on you can call me Super Baby Karen. Now she's a little baby. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Did we just jump the shark? Hehe. There is no longer any reason for us to fight. I'm willing to forgive everything. After all, I'm a super baby now. Even as a baby, the scale of her auras is massive. It's about 3 times more powerful than the devil and Karen reached your spot. And that's the first time you said that, Mash. Right now, I consider all life equally precious. After all, I'm a baby. Grown-ups, children, men, women, they all look the same to me. So I'm going to treat you all the same and stop carrying you by numbers instead of our names. Now what she's going on about? Oh well, this doesn't really have anything to do with anything. I just wanted to know that. The Capsule Servant spin-off I will download in Japan, although I don't know the countdown policy. As of February 2023. Now she's even casually cross-promoting other games. One incredible confidence. So that's Super Baby Karen. Hey. This is all turning out way crazier than I expected. My job is still the same as ever. Kick ass until there is no more ass to be kicked it. Even an adorable baby. Don't be a fool, Master. She might look like an angel now, but she's still good as her word. If we don't stop her now, she'll take control of Chaldea and give them the world. God, devil, whatever she becomes, it's all the same thing for her at heart. If you could attend, just give me disastrous when taken afar. Like they say, the road to hell was paved with them. So, Master, what do you say? Alright, let's take her down. I'm just for a record, I can't say where any of this is really shocking me. Okay, the baby, I didn't see that coming. The rest though, pretty predictable. So then, does that mean... Yep. Let's put this baby down for her nap and get back to our regular skate cream celebration. So this is what you want. After everything I said, you would still refuse my love. What, have none of you ever been loved in your entire lives before or something? What reason could you have still go on wiping? Shut it, baby or not. There are some things you can't just say. Don't be silly. Baby's totally everything. I'm not angry. I'm going to kill you anyway. This has been very educational, but it's over now. So on that note, love forsaking Lancer, foolish love abandoning Archer, loving Mash and Master. Wing needs to start watching his potty mouth as he knows what's good for him. It's time for all you bun to fight heavy, meanies poo poo head dum dums. I'm gonna tolerate you so hard your heads will spin. I feel like our definition of tolerance might be incompatible. I'm starting to doubt she's got any guts left in her at all. Alright, well, get ready. This is gonna be our last battle. Oh, alright, then we'll have to make absolutely sure to win it. Not just for her sake, but also for the new lives yet to be born. How wonderful Valentine truly is.
Shinのゴッドパワーを知るがいいです。
イライラするわね。
なぜ羨ましがるのです。
じゃあ普通の練習だな。じゃあこういうのどうだ？
ハッピーご要望とあらば、そこは壁もなく城もなくクリスマス始まりの空、魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン、切り込む。ヒュン、夏だからね、派手に行くよ。
大人になりましょう、パブ。
さて、カウンティングオーバー。最高のカード。
ぶっ込むわよ、ゴージャスに。は、はい。吹っ飛べ。ここがあんたの終わりよ。
無駄です。無駄です。なぜ欲しがるのでしょう。ゴッドパブ。
さて、カウンティングオーバー。ハッピーエンドの話をしよう。
100倍返しのおじ。いいの？
そこは壁もなく城もなくクリスマス始まりの空、魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラクロンドメントニューヘイン。吹っ飛べ。
無駄です。なぜ争うのです。なぜ羨ましがるのです。赤ちゃんです。
ぶっ込むわよ。古きルーン。こういう古きルーン。燃え。
ご要望とあらば、
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラクロンドメントニューヘイン。
このベイビーカレンが敗北するのでしゅか。
震え、凍てつき、砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ。
Impossible! My EQ is infinite. How can I still be losing? Hey, golden kid. Right. You use a chain to waste swing me. Well paid, Gilgamesh. It's supposed to be your way of paying me back for all the times I tied you up in another world. You did what to me? But even anti-divine ornaments like this aren't enough to hold me forever. That's okay, they don't have to. Master, give me all the magic energy you can spare. I'm gonna hit her with something really special. You got it. Please stand back, Master. Keep holding her down, Gil. I'll cover you. Expanded ramparts. Stay night, Karen, cause this lullaby is gonna knock you out for good. Yay? Bulk. Good. Go. Damn, sorry about that. Gotta admit, I might have got a little overbulked there. But that said, how the hell are you still alive? Hey, I guess this is it then. Alright, I'll admit I lost, at least this time. This time? After all this crap, you still haven't given up? Of course not. It would take much more than this to make me stop. I'm gonna start development on my next product as soon as my spirit origin recovers, and then... She really doesn't regret the thing she does she? That's enough, Karen. Eros. I'm Amor. Do you remember what Queen Medea said? She said that everything wouldn't care. Even if all my limbs were torn off of me. But I'm not so sure. Amor. Well. That's not Karen's familiar speaking right now. It looks like a divine spirit that would normally never come to forefront is using that side of spirit origin. He's speaking for himself by taking advantage of his own fierce existence. A long time ago, somebody laughed at my bow and arrow of love, calling it no more than a toy. I still remember how I felt that bow and arrow, a core part of who I am, as Donnie mocked it like that. It was upsetting. Looking back now, I realized I must have been sad. Sad that my work, my purpose, no, my pride and joy had been so mocked it. I can practically hear her wondering what was that has to do with her from here. Now, let's just keep quiet and see where this goes. And now if you're saying about you, Karen. Me? Are you saying I'm like your bow and arrow? That's right, whenever I see you getting hurt, it upsets me. And besides, deep down, don't you want to believe it in yourself? Don't you want to believe that love between a couple, even if you think it's vulgar, can last forever? I'm Eros. I saw a memory of yours earlier when your own love and desires had been heightened. It was a memory of the only time in your life. When you fell in love with someone you deeply respect. Like I swear it's rough being a side servant. You don't even have to think twice dredging up painful memories. I just soon to forget. Even so, you got me good. You're right. As I am now, I don't have any right to embody true agate. The best I can do is sing the praise of love to those who know nothing of it. Does this mean you finally had a change of heart, Karen? Yes, I'm no longer trying to rule over Chaldea, unfortunately. Here, you can have this proof of my commitment. The Holy Grail. I don't need it anymore. I also wrote down how to counteract the God of Love's effects in dry erase marker on the slide here. It's very kind of you. It's for Kulin, and Gilgamesh. Yeah? Yes? You both helped me out a lot as well. Thank you for guiding Yuki and defeating me. Whoa, where's this coming from? It is like total 180 from what you were. Wait. When I was fast, you really don't do anything by halves, do you? I'm a lot prouder than you might think. You see, now that I've lost, I have no wish to overstay my welcome. Come on, Eros and Amor, let's be on our way. Farewell, everyone. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Karen. Alright, I also promised I would help you, didn't I? That is one regret I have about how all this turned out. this week should be finished with the NA event. Then I can go back to JP now. Phew, talk about live and let live, huh? Everything's gone back to the usual Valentine's Day routine like nothing ever happened. That goes for everyone who ate the god of love too. They are all back to normal now. They sure are. I checked it. Honestly, part of me is impressed that Karen got her chocolate to catch on as much as it did. She might have been a great marketer in a different life. Now that made our lives any easier, eesh. Do any of the other servants have any idea how hard we worked to get everything and everyone back to normal? Maybe not, but that just goes to show how peaceful it is again. I say that's a good thing. How about you, Kukulin? Are you sure you want to be here right now? I heard Mabe is running all around Kadia looking for you. I know, why do you think I'm hanging out here of all places? Of all places. Alright, I just remember. Jason was freaking out about some priceless collection of his having gone missing earlier. You guys wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Alright. That rare Hercules Memorial collection. You still have that stuff? Put away? No wonder it still stinks testosterone here. I'm sure Jason will be thrilled when we return his collection. Glad you think so, because I was about to ask you to just do that. Don't worry about the rest of the aftermath. I'll take care of that. Great work, guys. Oh, a mash. Yes. Just so you know, I don't have any assignment for you at the moment. So now's your chance to make the most of Valentine's Day. Oh, okay, thank you, Da Vinci. Oh, hey, I just never had to do something. Gotta run. Come on, kid, you too. Oh, I don't want to go. I'm gonna stay right here so I can see how this all plays out. What plays out? Just come on already. You and I are going to make the rounds in Chaldea. Well, I never signed up for that. Well, that sounds perfect. What did you say? I hadn't had the time for a nice, relaxing exploration of Chaldea before. We might have joined you on your rounds. Yeah. Karen, what are you doing here? Yeah, what about your dramatic exit? Yes, well, that was what I was planning to do. But then I figured as well recombined with Eros and Amor, and when I did, I ended up with just enough magical energy left over to materialize. But that's what I did. It was pretty easy too. It seems interpersonal bonds truly are powerful. Still, I didn't have anywhere else to go, and it looked too cold to camp out. So since we already performed a temporary contract once, I thought I'd come back so you could hire me on a full-time. No chance. For once, I agree with you. Don't do it, Master. Keep her around and there's no telling what she might try and kill you in your sleep. Stop. Yow! If you have enough energy to protest, then you must also have enough to show me around, no? So come on then, I want you to tell me all there is to know about Chaldea's various facilities. I intend to stay here for quite a long time, you know? No freaking way! As for you, Master, I look forward to working with you again. Now please don't mind us. Back to what you were doing. Don't worry, I'll take care of the rest. Karen. Aha, there you are, Q. Huh? Who is that woman with you? And why do you two look so chummy? Stay right where you are. You're not going anywhere until you tell me everything I want to know. That must be the famous Queen Mabe I heard so much about. I see, you're making passes at people even after being summoned as a servant. It seems you're more of a stallion than ladies' man, Kulin. Or should I say, you dog? Now you're outright slandering me. I'm just stating a objective fact. Now go on, start running before she catches you. Damn it. Why am I still mixed up in this? Get back here. So, it's already been an awful, eventful few days, hasn't it, Senpai? I know you've been through a lot this year thanks to chocolate again. But they do say sweets are the best remedy for exhaustion, so here. Hope you like it. Thanks, Mash. Not at all. It doesn't come close to expressing how grateful I am to you for everything you do for me. Year or so. If anything, I should be the one thanking you. In that case... Huh? Here, this for you. Does this mean you had a gift prepared for me all this time too? Oh yeah. Thank you, Senpai. It is a wonderful surprise. Now, that's all said and done. I think this year's Valentine's Day turned out wonderful as well. Yay, we finished this event.
おや、何か物入りかな。神は細部に宿る。たとえ認識されなくてもね。
Can do at least one bro. I doubt I'll get anything though. Oh, that under the sun. Oh, nice. I didn't expect a real Kieran.
Servant, ruler. 神霊アムールことカレンシー・オルテンシア召喚に応じ参上いたしました。ここが噂のカルデアなのですね。賑やかで大変結構です。愛の伝道、私に務まるかどうか楽しみですね。
Okay. Time to reuse settings. I just need to redirect that. I can switch to JP. Need to find a link for this video. There you go. Redirect change. And it just has stop. Can restart stream.